Alright, once again, I welcome you guys back into today's tutorial where we're going to learn how to test Wi-Fi security, which is what some people call Wi-Fi hacking. So our focusing today is what they call Wi-Fi security testing. So if you are not using a strong password for your Wi-Fi, how easy is bad guy to crack your Wi-Fi password and get whatever your password is? So that's what we've been doing right now. So the first thing you need before you can carry out this particular attack is your wireless adapter. That's the first thing you need, your wireless adapter. So I'm using a wireless adapter known as a TP-Link here. So I'm using TP-Link wireless adapter. You can actually get any wireless adapter, BU, alpha adapter, and so on. So the type of adapter here right now is TP-Link. So I inserted the TP-Link on my system, and the next thing you need to do is to come to where we have device and choose that particular adapter. So once you choose the adapter, if I type rfconfig, you're going to see that there we have WLAN 0. This WLAN 0 is the interface for the adapter. But before I can make use of this adapter, I need to check which mode is this wireless adapter is. Because before you can use this wireless adapter, you must put it on a monitor mode. So the command we're going to be using is a iwconfig, and you hit enter key. So as you can see, this guy was on a monitor mode. This guy was on monitor mode. So for example, I've put in this guy on monitor mode. So let's assume that I remove this adapter. So for example, let me remove this adapter and I inserted this adapter back. If I inserted this adapter back, so I'm going to clear the screen and I will use this command ifconfig to make sure that the adapter is off. So if you use iwconfig, you will see that the mode that this adapter is was on access mode. So anytime you are using this adapter, the first mode, the default mode you will see yourself is a access point mode. So I need to move from access point mode to a monitor mode. So how can I move to monitor mode? I have some couple of commands we'll be using here. The first command is a ifconfig WLAN 0. This ifconfig WLAN 0 down is to make sure that the particular interface is down. Before you can take it to a monitor mode, you need to shut down the interface. So once you shut down the interface with a ifconfig WLAN 0 down, the next command here is a ng shell key. So this ng is to check any activities running on this particular adapter that can hinder the adapter to go to monitor mode. So we need to use this guy. It's going to tell you that it's going to kill in all this process. You're going to clean like 38,884 WPA supplicant. So that's what we're going to kill. The first command we use is a ifconfig WLAN 0, and the second command we use is a among shell key. So once you shell kill, the next thing is to now go ahead and put it in monitor mode by using iwconfig WLAN 0 mode monitor. So we need to put this particular wireless adapter in a monitor mode. Hit enter key. So if I type iwconfig again, so you're going to see that this guy is now in a monitor mode. So when this guy is in monitor mode, we can now go ahead and do whatever you want to do. But before we can do it, we need to put it on back. That particular interface that we shut down, we need to wake it up by typing iwconfig wlan up. When we are putting it down, we type ifwconfig wlan down. But when you're putting it up, you need to type ifconfig WLAN 0 or hit enter key. So if you hit enter key and you type ifconfig, you're going to see that the interface is up. And iwconfig is to check the mode. This guy was in monitor mode. So the next command we're going to be using right now is the systemctl restart network manager, because if you come here, you will see that the network manager on my Kali has been disconnected. So I need to use this command here to restart the network manager. So you're going to paste this command. Immediately you enter, you're going to see that your network is going to come up back. So after that, the next thing we'll be using is a AeroDock NG WLAN 0. So we're going to be using AeroDock NG WLAN 0, and immediately this, okay, what's the function of that command? That command is to discover all available wireless network on your environment. So here, the first Wi-Fi, the first wireless network you can see here is the iPhone, which is my phone, and you will see all the devices that are connected to the phone under where we have station. So this station is the MAC address of my access point, which is my iPhone, and I mean BSSID is the MAC address of my access point, which is my iPhone, and the station is where you're going to see all the devices connected to this particular wireless access point. So here is my iPhone, and here is telling you that this particular wireless access point is running on channel 6, and the encryption method here is using WPA2. The cipher is using CCMP. Authentication is a pre-share key, and the ESSID is iPhone, which is the name of my wireless network. So next thing we're going to do right now is we're going to use Control C to stop the scanning. We need to target the particular Wi-Fi that we want to attack. So I'm going to attack my own and iPhone Wi-Fi. So by copying this and BSSID, so I need to copy this BSSID. So once you copy the BSSID, it goes to the next command. The next command is a eero.ng BSSID. I'm going to paste my wireless access point MAC address here. I will paste it here. And the channel that this guy is running on. So if you come here, you see that this guy is running on channel 6. So that's the reason why I'm using channel 6. So right is the name that you want to name your own attack. So I can name this guy Samuel. So let me name it Samuel. For example, I name it Samuel 1999. WLAN 0 is the interface we are using. So we're going to copy. So what we're doing now is a targeted attack. Paste it, hit enter key. So once you hit enter key, this guy is going to be bringing all the system and the PC connected to this access point. So it's going to disclose everything outside. It's going to disclose all the system and all the PC that is connected to the wireless wireless access point. So we can go ahead and target anyone that wants to target here. So we're going to hold on for this guy. Oh, all right. So this guy is going to discover all the system connected to this access point. So as you can see, we have a couple of systems connected to my access point. So if I go to my CMD and type get mark, you will see that I have 34F39A. It's telling you that this second MAC address is my system, and the first MAC address is for my Samsung, because I have two systems connected to my iPhone. I connected my system and I connected my Samsung. So I'm going to be attacking this Samsung. Come to this command here. The next command we'll be using right now is a ear replay ng deauth. We want to disconnect this victim 10 times from this particular access point. So we need to copy this access point MAC address. Copy the access point MAC address. We're going to replace it with whatsoever that is here. So the next thing, the client, you put the MAC address of the client here on the interface you are using, which is WLAN 0. So you copy this command. You want to disconnect that particular client from the access point 10 times. So that's the function of that command. We want to disconnect this guy here. So I'm going to go to sudo space -i to go to my root. So once you are in root, I'm going to use Control L to clear. I'm going to paste the command. So this guy is going to disconnect that particular victim from my access point. So I'm disconnecting my Samsung from my access point. So anytime I'm connecting back, you will see that the WPA handshake is going to grab. The WPA handshake is grabbed from this particular access point. So this WPA handshake, it consists of a lot of traffic. Inside this WPA handshake, that is where the password of the Wi-Fi is. So the next thing we're going to use right now, once you're able to disconnect, the next thing we'll be using here will be ear crack ng to crack that particular password that we grab here. For example, if I type ls is going to list here. I put what I name my own is a Samuel 1999. So you're going to where we have Samuel 1999.cap. So I will navigate to where I have Samuel 1999.cap. So this is what we need. We're going to copy this particular file here. Inside this file, that is where the password of this guy is. So once you copy it, come here. We're going to replace it with whatsoever that is here. And here is a word list. Dash W is a word list. So here is a directory where I have my word list. So for example, if I go to cd/user /share/word list and you hit enter key, you are inside word list. If I use ls, you're going to see everything inside the word list. All those things you are seeing here, they consist of all available password cracker. All these things, there is a lot of password inside. For example, if I type cat roku.txt, you're going to see all password inside. So I want to use this particular word list to crack whatsoever the password is. So I'm going to use Ctrl Z to stop that particular attack. So we're going to come here and copy this command. So we want to use ear crack ng to crack this particular traffic and get whatsoever the password is. So we're going to come here, you're going to paste it. So you're going to come here, we're going to paste it. Right, so once you come here, you paste it, you hit enter key. Oh, there's a little issue here. So if you can see, the word list here is end with X. So if I come back here, I need to put S at the back of my word list here. So I need to put S at the back of my word list, and I need to copy the command again. So copy the command again. Let's come here and we'll paste and we hit enter key. Okay, let me go to my normal directory and we're going to paste and we hit enter key. So once you hit enter key, let me share what's the issue. Right. So once you make changes to it, copy it. Once you copy it, come to your alley here and we're going to paste the command. Immediately you paste the command. Before I paste it, the tools we are using here is a ear crack engine to crack what is inside this particular file, which is a Samuel 1999 04 cap. This cap consists of a lot of traffic. So inside that particular traffic, you're going to see the password. So we're going to use aircraft engine to crack whatever that is inside this guy to see what the password is. So the next thing we'll be using, this is the word list. You hit enter key. So immediately we hit enter key, you can see that this guy grabbed the password of my Wi-Fi. Password of my Wi-Fi is Jesus is Lord. Imagine, okay, for example, if I should take it to where my Wi-Fi is, I take it to my Wi-Fi adapter. So let's check. Take it to my Wi-Fi adapter and we click on my Wi-Fi. We go to properties. So if it goes to properties, it goes to okay. If I double click on my Wi-Fi and I go to wireless properties, if I go to security and I show character, you're going to see that the password is what? Jesus is Lord. So that's what this guy grabbed. Immediately, it is easy to grab whatever the password you're using on your Wi-Fi. But how can you prevent yourself from this type of attack? The first thing you need to do is that make sure that you use a strong password. So anytime you are giving password to your system, anytime you are giving password to your Wi-Fi, I mean, anytime you are setting up a wireless router, make sure the password you are using is a strong password, a password that is not found inside a dictionary. So make sure you use uppercase, lowercase, symbol, character, and it should be more than 10 characters so that it's not going to be easy for bad guy to grab whatsoever the password is. Basically, that's how a Wi-Fi testing is, a Wi-Fi security testing is. So in any time that you are choosing a password for your Wi-Fi, make sure that you are using a strong password to prevent the attack like this. So this is where we're going to stop into this class. So basically, if you find this video useful, do like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification button. So this is going to be where we're going to stop for today's class. So see you in the next video. Thank you.